another horse. Now the third situation is the fact that we lots of times will have horses that don't understand what you want, and they're big and strong, and they're a little bit belligerent, and they're difficult to pick the foot up. The way I deal with these horses is the fact that they don't understand most likely what you want, or they are resistant to pick up because they maybe have a little bit of an attitude problem. So trying to pick a foot up and a leg up is very, very difficult. It's very hard on your back, and there's a danger of hurting yourself. So it's a whole lot easier way of doing it is I get myself a cotton rope, nice, large diameter, nice and soft. What we're going to do is we're just going to take and we're going to loop it around this horse's fetlock, just like that. What you want to do is you never ever want to tie it fast, because if the horse would ever get away from you, you want to be able to take the rope off easily. So what we're going to do is when this horse resists picking up her foot, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to step to the back a little bit here, and I'm going to just gently pull on this foot until she gives just a little bit. When she does that, then I let her have it back. What I'm doing is I'm teaching her that when I put pressure on this rope that she'll pick up her foot. So what we're going to do is we're going to do it again. We're going to pick it up. And I'm going to repeat this probably about 5 or 6 times until she gets to the point where I'm putting less and less pressure on this rope, and she's picking it up easier. At that point here, she's becoming accustomed to picking up, and I'm going to hold it for just a couple seconds, and then I'm going to put it back down. What I want her to do is I want her to understand that when I pick that foot up, I'm going to give it back, and I do not want her to have the idea that she can take it back. She has to wait for me to give it back. But I want her to understand that I will give it back. I'm not going to hold it up forever. When she gets to this point here where she's picking it up and holding it, I'm going to take it and I'm going to flex it up a little bit higher. And I'm going to come around and I'm going to assume the position, and I'm going to hold it up and hold it. At that point here I can maybe pick her foot up from this position here. And I'm also going to tell her to pick her foot up. And so she's learning a voice command also. That's very, very beneficial. And it's all a training process. After we do this a few times, it's better to repeat this in steps of maybe 2 or 3 days. At the end of the time, they'll be much more understanding of what we're trying to do. But if you don't have the time, this will effectively. Horses have phenomenal memories, and they will remember from one time to the next. For the hind feet, it's pretty much the same situation. Again, you have to make sure that you accustom the horse to the feel of the rope. What we're going to do is we're just going to take and put the soft end of the rope around the horse's hock, being very, very careful to stay out of the way of that hoof. And we're just going to kind of just gently massage the rope down to where she's not resisting or where she's not afraid. We're going to put it down to the point below the fetlock there, and I'm just going to ask her to pick the foot up, and I'm going to say up. And I want her to pick it just that much off the ground, and then I'm going to let her put it back down. Again, the same process works. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get them to understand that when we put pressure on the rope, we want them to pick it up just ever so bit, and then she can put it back down. We're going to repeat this probably about a half a dozen times until we get to the point where we can start raising it up just a little bit more, and then just gently hold it just a little bit off the ground until she accepts that, and then put it back down. We're going to repeat that whole process for 5 or 6 times until we get to the point where we can pick it up. We can proceed down the rope and actually handle the leg and then put it back down. All the while, make sure, if the horse is getting agitated, you have to kind of back up a step and get them calmed back down. A horse that is agitated will not be learning. You have to have a quiet mind for them to learn, because remember, we are training this horse. Okay, we're going to pick it up here. We're going to go down the rope. And at this point here, I'm probably going to take the rope off. I'm going to take it back. And at that point, she'll let me have it. For the first trimming or two, maybe this is the way I'm going to pick up that foot until she gets a little more accustomed to me working on this horse's foot. But after she figures it out, she'll get much better. Now that's basically the whole process. That what you have to do is you have to understand that you have to be very calm. You have to be very patient with these horses, and you have to be very, very careful. If you do all of these steps here, handling horses' feet and legs are no part of any other process of being groomed or ridden, but it's very important that they learn and they cooperate. So good luck with your horse handling activities, and stay safe.